Do you want to climb the football ladder and play at the highest level possible? Well, in this video, I give you the 5-step formula to help you achieve those dreams. Coming up. Hello ladies and gents, Elliot from Playaway Global here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about moving up through the football ladder. Now daily I receive messages from young footballers asking for us to help them sign to a pro club. So I wanted to put this video together in the hope that it would help you on your journey. So let's dive into it. The number one is being realistic with your goals. Now when I actually get talking to these young players, it turns out that they're not even playing for a club yet anyway, yet they're still asking us to help them sign for a professional club. Now this just is not going to happen. There isn't a competitive club in the world that is going to sign a player that isn't already playing at a competitive level. Not only that, you're going up against many millions of other players who are playing at a competitive level, and they're also showing how serious and dedicated they are to their sport because they're out there playing the game at a competitive level. So rather than just jumping from 0 to 1,000, you need to really focus on just taking that first step. Now this leads us nicely onto step number 2, which is find a local team. So your first step should really be to find a local club that you can try out for and that you can sign with. Now it may take you 2, 3, 4 attempts to find that club and to find a club that's at the right level for your ability. But don't let that rejection and those knockbacks put you off, because that is part of the game of football. You're going to come up against that and you've got to be ready to take those rejections. Now tell me in the comments below if you're already with a club and who you're playing for. And this leads us onto our third step in the formula, which is progression. Now that you've found a team, you need to fight your way into that starting 11. Once you're into that starting 11, you then need to fight your way and become a regular starter for that team. Once you become a regular starter for that team, you then need to focus on becoming the top performer and standout player on that team. You want to become the best player on that team. You want to be the first name on your coach's team sheet, you want to be the player that all of your teammates look up to, and you want to be the one that all the opposition talks about and fears. So once that you've mastered it and you feel like you're killing it week in, week out, it's time for you to move on to the fourth step in the formula, which is moving up a level. So at this point, you're the first name in your coach's team sheet, you're playing week in, week out, you're the top performer week in, week out, you're getting man of the match performances. It's time for you to move up to the next level. And by now, no doubt, if you are killing it week in, week out, the other teams in your league or above you are going to hear about you and going to know about you. And this is where it's time for you to start looking for that next step and that next club, which is slightly higher than where you're currently playing. Now that could be for a club that's in the same league, but maybe they're title contenders, or it could be for a team that's in a league above you. Either way, you want it to be a team that is playing at a higher level to where you currently are. This takes us on to the final step in the formula, which is repeat. So now that you've found this club at a high level, your focus needs to go onto fighting your way into that starting 11. Once you're in the starting 11, you then need to become a regular starter in that starting 11. From there, you need to become the best player in the team, the first name on your coach's team sheet, the one everybody looks up to, and the one all the opposition fear. Once you've done that week in, week out, and you're proving that you can consistently perform at this higher level, you need to take those consistent performances and turn them into man of the match performances. From there, you can then start looking for the club at the next step up, that next higher level. And if you do this enough times, you will eventually reach the professional level. If you found these tips useful, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.